Today's video, we have a beer from Cloudwater and Frontaal. This is a double dry hopped IPA at 6%, but what's it going to be like? Keep watching to find out. Welcome back to Rocker's Beer Review. Today we're reviewing a beer from Cloudwater, once seen as one of the top breweries in the UK. I think that their sort of star has dimmed a little bit over the years, not because they made bad beers, but there's just a lot of other breweries making a lot better beers. And this is one which is in collaboration with Frontaal, which is a Dutch brewery, and it's a double dropped IPA at 6%. Another one with interesting hops. So we have Simcoe, Laurel, and Waima. So Laurel, I always think it as the Laurel is like a mixture of lemon with the L and Laurel, not the Oral being the floral. So it's like florally lemon sort of thing. That's the characteristics. On here it says orange. I don't know. Then we've got, it says the spicy and citrus Waima. So Waima is a New Zealand hop. It's not one of the most common New Zealand hops. Interesting, spicy. I'm not sure about that one. And Simcoe, which I always think is a sort of mixture of tropical, citrus, earthiness. Yeah, usually is one of those sort of hops that always works well with other hops. So let's crack this open, get it in a glass, see whether it's any good. Guess what glass we got? Yeah, we've got the Cloudwater glass. It's, I buy this glass because I like these shape of glasses. Very rarely do I get a Cloudwater beer in a Cloudwater glass, but obviously here we go. Oh, it's certainly pouring quite thick. Yeah, I mean, this looks pretty damn good. Look at that. A really thick coloured beer. That is, it's beyond yellow. It's sort of yellowy orange. It's always golden. It's almost like Caramac sort of colour. It looks thick. 2 fingers of, I mean, I wouldn't even say it's off-white. I'd almost say a slightly sort of beige-coloured head. But certainly colour-wise, I think it looks pretty cracking. And 6%, it's quite low. It looks like a real thick, gloopy sort of beer. So let's see what the aroma's like. Yeah, I mean, the aroma's a little bit subdued. It's really difficult to pick out stuff from it. A little bit of peach, a little bit of mango orange, but it's very dialed back. I'm going to have to head for the taste and see what it's like. Cheers, everyone. Body-wise, as it looks and as it poured, it's a nice velvety, sort of smooth, medium-bodied beer. I think it's a cracking, for the body, it's a really, really good. Flavours though, a little bit muddled. And usually if I'm saying that, I'm thinking, oh yeah, what, you don't like it, it's not very good. But actually it tastes really good, but it's just, nothing jumps out. The flavour's a little dull. I mean, just because I'm getting a little bit of citrus and I'm getting grapefruit, but it doesn't give that zest that cuts through flavour. It's just there. There's peach coming through. There's a bit of apricot, a bit of stone fruit coming in. There's also a little bit of, there's a little bit of orange in there, passion fruit maybe. A little bit of sort of, the Waima, I don't know, New Zealand, it does have that sort of New Zealand sort of twang, so you get a little grape, a little bit of gooseberry, a little kiwi fruit. Mixing them all together, it's a bit of a strange one. But I like it. And I like it because that mouthfeel is incredible. It's got a really, for a 6% IPA, it's got a really gloopy, velvety sort of body, which is really the star of it. The flavour's all there, but it doesn't sing, it's a little dull, but at the same time it's still quite juicy. I think it's just because from me, a beer reviewer, it's difficult to really pick out those flavours. I'm a little bit sort of confused about it, but I do really like it. I think it's really good beer. It's just really difficult to pick out those flavours. I'm getting apricot coming through. I'm getting grapefruit. There's citrus, but it's all in the background, you know. There's no flavour that's dominant. It's all tropicalness with New Zealand flavour, you know, New Zealand hop flavours in there. The gooseberry, the melon, even kiwi, lime is coming in. There is a little sharpness of flavour, and I think that's the lime. But the star is the mouthfeel. Incredible mouthfeel. It looks great. It poured really good, and it's just really smooth on the palate. You know, it's just a really smooth, velvety beer. It almost drinks more than the 6%. I think it's really well put together. But I don't know whether it's the type of hops, but there's something that sort of stops it. There is a little bit of spice, a little bit of peppery sort of flavour in that as well, which is probably I reckon it is definitely from the Waima, because it says it's a spicy and citrus Waima from New Zealand. It's a good beer. It's close to being a great beer. It's just, you know, when you drink this and you think about supermarket beers or some of the sort of lower, the averagey sort of beers that we've had on the channel from all kinds of breweries, you drink this and you think something about it that just makes it, I don't know if it's the mouthfeel or the smoothness and the creaminess of it, but there's something about it that just makes it seem a little bit more premium. Yes, the flavours, the fruit flavours are a little bit muddled, but it's really smooth, and it drinks in terms of its flavour and mouthfeel more like a double IPA, but it's only 6%, which is, you know, quite low really for an IPA. We recently did an IPA from Polly's. That was quite a different beer, and it was very sort of, it almost drank like a pale ale. It was like quite very, very light, more refreshing, more sort of moorish and easy to drink. This is quite a different sort of beer entirely, but it's still on 6%. I like it. I like it a lot. I couldn't drink too many of them because there's a slight dankness that's coming in. There's a little chewiness to the sort of flavour. So that's what you get in the chewy, sort of thick, gloopy, over-ripened fruit. And so the fruit doesn't sort of sing and dance and jump out and like, oh yeah, there's lots of lemon there, there's lots of lime, there's grapefruit coming in, there's a bit of mango, tropicalness. It's all that, but you're not really, it's difficult to pinpoint those sort of flavours, but it's a good beer. And I say, the star is the mouthfeel. It's got a really good body that makes it smooth and velvety, which really elevates it up to be a much better beer, really. I think it's good. I liked it. So, Cloudwater and Frontaal, double dry hopped IPA. They haven't put, Cloudwater don't really have names for their beers. Oh, actually, it says on the back here, it's called Choose Your Illusion. So there is a name for it. And it actually says it's a rye double dry hopped IPA. Brewed by friends at Frontaal in Breda, Netherlands. This hazy hop bomb has high portions of rye, spelt and oats. I think that's what gives it that mouthfeel, that rye and all those sort of, well, as it says, rye, spelt and oats, gives it a lot of body, makes it that velvety gloopiness when you drink it. And I think it accentuates the beer to a higher level than if it didn't have all that in it. So, great beer. Let's get some scores. Okay, the scores are in for Cloudwater and Frontaal's double dry hopped rye IPA. Choose Your Illusion. Well, the illusion with this beer is really, you know, the fact that it's difficult to pick out the flavours, but the mouthfeel, the sort of the thickness of the beer is quite incredible. It's almost getting to that point where it's like a smoothie. It's almost like, you know, some of those sort of Vault City sort of sour beers. It's got that sort of mouthfeel. It's a good beer. Let's go for the score. Starting with aroma, appearance, flavour, value for money. This one was just over a £5. And finally, my overall experience. Total scores up. Yeah, I mean, the aroma was lacking. The appearance was great. The flavour was good. I'm trying to think whether, in terms of my overall experience, it's probably not as high as it would, just because it doesn't sing and dance on your tongue really like I want beers to do. But it's still pretty good, and it's a recommended score of. Check it out. Let me know if you've had any Cloudwater. They seem to have released quite a lot of different beers at the moment, Cloudwater. Collaborations, stuff on their own. They've done their proper dippers that are coming out. Wanted to try them, but got this one instead. But I think it's still pretty damn good. So let me know in the comments what you think of Cloudwater. Have they dipped a bit? If you've been a craft beer drinker for 5+ years, you'll probably thought, so yeah, Cloudwater used to rule the waves, when it comes to craft beer. Are they still there? Are they under the radar a little bit more now? Or are they still making good beers, but they're just not making enough of them and nobody's talking about them enough? Let me know in the comments what you think. And until the next one, drink good craft beer, like and subscribe, and keep on rocking.